Alright, so, periods of the day, times of day, okay? So we, what? Yeah, let's do our homework first, real quick. Okay, that was page 188, да? Okay? So those questions. Okay. Во сколько вы завтракаете? Во сколько вы завтракаете? Yulia, what's that question asking, first of all? Во сколько вы завтракаете? What time do you eat breakfast? Yulia, во сколько вы завтракаете? Я завтракаю в 6 часов. Очень хорошо. Николай, во сколько вы завтракаете? Where's your book?
Charging.
Well, it's probably charged enough now to at least get it, yeah? Да?
Probably.
Try it, да. Let's not steal poor James' book. He needs his book, okay?
No, I don't need it.
Okay. James, пожалуйста, во сколько вы уже завтракаете? Во сколько вы завтракаете?
What time do you want to?
No, what time do you want? What time do you eat breakfast? Во сколько вы завтракаете? So, Юлия сказала, что она завтракает в 6 часов. She said she eats at 6. А вы? Во сколько вы завтракаете? So, я, завтракаю, ага. В What's 8? 8. 7 is 7. 8. Что? 8 what? Часов. Да, хорошо. Джеймс завтракает в 8 часов. Okay? Alright, so what time do you eat breakfast? Next one. Вы
You
завтракаете...
said James. What was the ending to?
Он завтракает. Okay?
Okay.
Он завтракает. Ты завтракаешь. Или она завтракает, ты завтракаешь. Doesn't matter. Он, она have the same verb conjugations. Okay?
Right.
So он завтракает, она завтракает. So James, if we refer to somebody by name, it's third person singular. James завтракает.
So if I say my son, would that be third person?
Сын завтракает. Yes, my son. Да.
Yes.
Okay?
That's
Брат.
what was driving me
So,
nuts.
Yulia, брат завтракает. My brother eats breakfast.
So
third.
he. If I replace he,
If
I can
you
do
replace,
that.
yes, if you can
That was
replace
driving me
a
crazy.
noun with a third person pronoun on or ana, it's third person.
It's driving me crazy.
Yes. So I think you got it right on your quiz from what I saw.
Okay.
Okay? Right. Вы завтракаете быстро или медленно? Milton, вы завтракаете быстро или медленно? What's the question asking?
Do you eat fast or slow?
Do you eat breakfast quickly or slowly?
Я завтракаю быстро.
Быстро. Я завтракаю быстро. Да. Я тоже завтракаю быстро. I also eat breakfast quickly. Да? Milton быстро завтракает. He eats breakfast quickly. Okay? Мико, во сколько вы обедаете? What's that question asking? Во сколько вы обедаете?
When you eat lunch?
When you eat lunch. Okay?
Я обедаю.
Я обедаю. Я обедаю.
Я обедаю в 11.
В 11. Да.
Час.
Час. 11 takes what form?
Часов.
Часов. Yeah, even though it has a 1 at the end, when you actually say it, it's 11. The teens always take the часов form. So, в 11 часов. 11 o'clock. Да? Хорошо. Значит, ты рано обедаешь. You eat lunch early. Да?
Yeah.
Потому что у тебя тренировка, да? Because you have practice, right?
Yeah.
Да, вот, хорошо.
Do you always refer to обеда as dinner or lunch?
I thought it's supper.
Let's call it, since we're here, let's call it lunch.
Okay.
Okay?
Or leper?
No, let's not call it supper, there's no such thing. Okay? Brunch. You could have brunch, да?
Supper. Supper is
Да.
in between the two.
Да. Mommy brunch. We have, yeah, так. И давайте будем есть бранч.
We have supper all the time.
Да.
Am I?
А ваша семья обедает вместе? Юля, ваша семья обедает вместе? Или ты одна?
What time do?
Not what time. Not what time. Ваша семья обедает вместе. What does вместе mean? Together.
I
Юля.
don't understand what the question is.
What's the question asking? Ваша семья обедает вместе?
Supper together?
Does your семья, family, eat together? Does your family eat lunch together? Let's change, yeah. Now for the homework it was eat lunch, but let's change it to ужин. Ваша семья ужинает вместе. Does your family eat dinner together? Ваша семья ужинает вместе?
No. Yeah.
Нет. We don't eat dinner together.
Okay.
Мы
Ready?
we do not. Мы
Me.
не
Yeah.
eat bread, eat dinner. Or обедаем или ужинаем.
Wow. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, take the hat off. I know it's cold.
Okay, say it again, I'm sorry.
Ваша семья ужинает вместе.
Okay, so. You said I said me?
Or моя семья, my family.
Minus me. On.
Обедает.
Diet. Together, семья? No?
Семья is family.
Oh.
Вместе.
Вместе. Okay.
Together, вместе. Нет, моя семья не обедает или ужинает вместе. No, we don't eat lunch or dinner together. Okay. Хорошо. Alright, so you'll hand that in at the end of class, okay? Let's go to what I have up on the board, okay? So, we have periods of the day. We have утро. What is утро? Milton. Morning, да. And then we have день, да? День, which is what? Nico, what's день? Not noon, it's the day, like afternoon, okay? Вечер, so what's вечер, James?
Late evening?
Evening, and then ночь is night, okay? Now, what do you think the times generally, okay, when is утро? When's день? When's вечер? When's ночь? When are these things? Is there a set rule?
Sort
Myself.
Kind of, yeah, okay. If we have four periods, okay, in the day, and we have 24 hours in the day, let's break them each up into 6-hour periods, okay? So if we're going to take утро, when is утро? 12 to 11? 12 to 11?
For what?
What kind of weird...
Wait, are you talking about morning?
When is morning?
Like
5 to
Say,
5
let's say it's 6 to noon, okay, or 5 to noon, something like that, okay? Okay? When's day? So when's day?
12 to 4, 12 to 5.
12 to 5, 12 to 6, something like afternoon, like 5:30 in the, kind of hard to say.
Wait a minute, how do you define day? Isn't a day the whole day?
Well, the day is the day, but here, this is Jan is during the daytime, daylight hours, okay? Like, let's say during the day, it's
Well, it's noon.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It doesn't become day till noon.
Let's, again, we have AM, PM in English, right? All right? Russian does not have that particular two split, okay? All right? So let's say evenings, day or afternoons, anytime up till 6. Evening, 6 to midnight. Midnight to 5 or 6 is lunch, nighttime, okay?
I mean, evening is what again, I'm sorry? 6 to...
It, again, these are not like
I know,
hard and fast
I know.
rules. Let's say
What
it's
do we do?
6 to midnight,
Okay.
okay?
No night is after that.
And then notch, nighttime, is midnight till, let's say, 5 or 6 in the morning, okay? Now, here's the deal. those are a little fuzzy, maybe. However, when you want to say something happens during the day or during the morning, okay? There's a very specific form that you have to use, okay? So, in the morning. So this means morning, day, evening, night. In the morning or during the morning, we have утром. Что ты делаешь утром? What do you do in the morning? Что вы делаете утром? So, Milton, что ты делаешь утром? Что ты делаешь утром? Я... Huh? Well, let's say get out of bed. Я... It was on your quiz, so I hope you remember that. Я... Я сплю? You sleep in the morning? Я... Я... Встаю. Я встаю. I get up in the morning.
Я встаю
Утром. Я встаю утром. I get up in the morning, okay? This is, again, a very general time period, okay? Not a specific time in the morning, okay? We'll get to that in a second, okay? So, утром. During the day. Днем.
Do they say like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, they do, and we'll get to that in a second,
Alright.
okay? Днем. During the day. Okay? So, Miko. Днем. Что ты делаешь днем? What do you do during the day? Что ты делаешь днем?
Я играю
Ага.
в хоккей.
Хоккей. Да, очень хорошо, отлично. Я играю в хоккей. I play hockey. Да? Отлично. Он утром не играешь. You don't play in the morning usually, да? Не, редко, да? Но днем ты играешь. You play during the day. Or at least practice, да?
Yeah.
Then up. Вечер. Okay? Вечером. In the evening. Вечером. In the evening. James. Что ты делаешь вечером? What do you do in the evening? Что ты делаешь вечером?
Eat dinner.
Oh, okay, so eat dinner. What's eat dinner? Вечером я what? To eat dinner. That verb we have. Ooh. It's on page, it's right there on page 188. Okay? Завтракать, обедать, and what's to eat dinner, James? Ужинать. Ужинать. So вечером я what? Ужинаю. Ужинаю. Okay? So in the evening, again, just general time of day. We're not saying like when specifically. Вечером я ужинаю. Okay? Milton, что ты делаешь вечером? Что ты делаешь вечером? Что ты делаешь вечером? What do you do in the evening? Huh? Я. How it's play.
Играю.
Я играю в теннис. Я играю в теннис. Okay? So вечером он играет в теннис, а днем он играет в хоккей. Okay? И ужинаешь. Yeah, you have dinner and you have snacks and stuff like that. Да. Okay? The last one we have ночь. During the night. Ночью. Ночью. Да. Юлечка, ночью что ты делаешь? Я сплю. Отлично. Ночью она спит. А я тоже сплю. I also sleep at night. Кто не спит? Вот, Джеймс не спит ночью, да? Нет. Потому что он ложится в 3-4 часа, да? Could you go to bed at 3 or 4?
Один.
Ну, или в час, okay? Вот это очень поздно, that's pretty late, да? Okay? What? So, if something happens during a general time of the day, so in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, okay? So, вечером, in the evening. Вечером я дома. I'm at home in the evenings, okay? Может быть, я работаю, maybe I work. Может быть, я читаю, maybe I read. Может быть, я смотрю телевизор, maybe I watch television, okay?
You have time to watch TV, right?
Not really, okay? That's why I said может быть, maybe, okay? Я обычно работаю и читаю вечером. Днем я работаю. Утром я работаю, а ночью я сплю. So I work all day, sleep all night, все, да? Вот это все. Huh? It's fun being an adult, okay? Just try it sometime.
I'll pass.
Tell me about it. If I
Just
could go back to my,
Defer it.
if I could go back to my 20, being 20.
If I go back to my 30s, that would be awesome.
Really?
I'm just kidding. Actually, 30s were better than 20s.
I agree, but if
Well,
I could do my rest of my
hit your 40s and then
kids,
you'll really
Cry.
understand. Okay?
cry.
Question.
He doesn't cry every day. He seems happy when he comes in. And he's
Because he cried it out in the morning. Got it out.
I cry myself to sleep every night.
Every day.
Milton,
He goes in
question.
his nice big house and
You
doesn't
don't have a
cry.
question? Okay. All right. So again, so this is what you say general time period, okay? Now, if you want to say at 8 o'clock in the morning, if you want to be specific, because again, we don't use in conversational Russian the 24-hour clock. So at 1600 hours, what are you doing? Maybe if you run your house like some sort of, gulag, which maybe we should, okay? Maybe things would go a little more smoothly, okay? But what you do is you say 8 hours of the morning,
Why was
okay?
that you at the end of that?
Where?
Not you.
Not you, because it is. This is actually the instrumental case. And notch, what gender is notch?
Neuter.
Feminine. And what kind of feminine is it?
Third declension.
Third declension,
That's
yes. Okay, so notch. Okay. Well, if you look at these, utra, what gender is utra?
Masculine. No, feminine.
Or at the end, it's got to be
Neuter.
neuter. Yin is what, James? Try this one. No, try it. Jin. It ends in a consonant. Even though it's soft, it's what?
Masculine.
There you go, masculine. Вечер is
You thought it was feminine?
James.
That 30 plants. Masculine.
Masculine, right. Even though it's soft, yeah, it's actually a masculine. Jane is masculine, but it's got a soft ending. Okay?
Oh, that's right.
Вечер is masculine. Ночь is
It's
feminine.
like Dutch.
It's like Dutch, да. Except instead of having дочерью, it's just ночь. We don't have that little extra yet in there. Okay, so ночью, at night. Okay. Now, if you want to say a specific hour, okay. So if we want to say 8 o'clock in the morning, so 8 what, Юлечка? 8
Just all.
часов, да? 8 часов утра. 8 hours of the morning. 8 часов утра. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, as we would say in English, okay? Я приезжаю на работу. I arrive at work. Okay? Huh?
Is it always utra?
Утра.
Always.
8 hours of the morning. Yes. This is
Everything off.
This is the genitive case, okay? This part right here, okay? This is the genitive singular. Okay? 8 часов утра. 8 hours, literally, of the morning. So at 8 in the morning. 8 часов утра. Я приезжаю на работу. I arrive at work.
Excuse me.
Okay? Или 8:10, usually 8:10. I can never get her by 8 o'clock. Okay? Alright. Same thing goes for any specific time during day, evening, or night. Okay? So let's say, during the day. Give me a time during the day. Miko.
Just time?
Yeah, give me a time. Let's say 2:30. How do you say 2:30? Два, what?
2 часа. 2:30.
2 часа.
What is 30?
What is 30? 30.
30.
30
30 минут.
минут. Да, хорошо. 30 минут? What'd you say?
Yeah, that's exactly like,
Minute
I
is
didn't
exactly
go
what-
over I didn't go over a minute at all. So, it's
I just know that's a weird one.
Minут. So
It's
2 часа, 30
minuta,
minutes, so
minut.
2:30. Yeah, so minuta, minuti, minut.
Yeah, it's weird like that.
Okay?
It's not like, it sounds like the minuti would be.
It's like you
I'll
drop.
tell you, it took me 5 minutes to figure out what minute was, so it's okay.
It took her 5 minutes. It
Minut.
took her 5 minutes to figure out what 5 minut was.
So,
5 minut.
5 minut. Yeah. So, 30 minut dня. 2:30 in the afternoon.
Is that right?
Dня. Everybody say it. It's so fun. James, dня.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. He's half asleep, but he said it. Nico, dня.
Yeah.
Хорошо. Dня.
Yeah.
Dня. No,
That
not that.
sounds stupid. Yeah.
Dня.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
I
good.
know it. It sounds
Yeah.
Dня.
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, okay? So, dня. All right, next, вечер, okay? So, give me a time in the evening. Nico.
6.
6. Okay? 6 what?
6.
6 what?
Часов.
Часов. Часов.
Just
Шесть.
the fourth.
Часов вечера. 6 hours of the evening. В 6 часов вечера что ты делаешь? What are you doing at 6 o'clock in the evening? Мико, что ты делаешь в 6 часов вечера? Что ты делаешь в 6 часа?
Я
часов.
начинаю.
Я ужинаю.
Я узинаю. В 6 часов.
Ага, вечера. Хорошо.
Вечера.
Okay.
Я честно.
Юлечка, в 6 часов вечера что ты делаешь? What is it? What did I just ask?
I know what you asked.
Well, what did I ask?
What am I doing at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Well, yeah, so tell me what you're doing at 6 o'clock.
I forgot what the verb is for working. I'll be working. too.
Working. What is the verb to work? James.
I know it's something.
Работать. So at 6 in the evening, I'm working. Я работаю в 6 часов
Часов вечера.
вечера, да.
Вечер.
Николай, да, вопрос, question.
Wouldn't that just be I work at 6?
I'm working at 6. That doesn't necessarily mean you start work. It could, but it could also
No,
mean
but
I'm
I'm
working.
saying like,
You have to be there at 6?
isn't there a different way to say it for working, like the ing part?
Remember Russian? There's present tense. Работаю. It means I am working. It could also mean I start work, okay? Or I'll be working, okay? There's no ing form like that in English, okay? That's what makes English, particularly verb forms, a little bit more challenging, okay? Because Russians are like, well, what is the ing and okay? In Russian, there's one form, but it can mean different things. So я работаю в 6 часов means possibly that I start work at 6, or I will be working at 6, or I work at 6 and I start at 5. Right? It doesn't.
So it doesn't tell you when.
It does not necessarily. You can use another verb to specify I start work at 6, and you use the verb to begin. Я начинаю работать в 6. I start to work at 6. Yes, you can say anything in any language, practically. But some languages force you to say certain things. Okay? So again, in English you can say, like, what time do you work tonight? I work at 6. We assume that means what? You start at 6, right? Okay. But if I say, what are you doing at 8 o'clock tonight? Say, I'll be working. Okay, we have that progressive, what we call the progressive present. I will, or future here, I will be working at that point. Okay? What are you doing right now? I'm
Freezing.
sitting. I'm freezing. Yeah? Okay? So again, we have that present progressive. We don't have that in Russian. We have present tense, and that's what we have. Okay? All right, so в 6 часов вечера, at 6 in the evening, I will be working. Maybe I'll start at 6, maybe I'll start earlier. Okay? And the last one, ночь. Okay? So, let's say, в 3. 3 what? 3, Nikolai. 3 hours. 3,
Часа.
right, 3 часа ночи. 3 часа ночи я буду спать. At 3 o'clock at night, or 3 in the morning we would say, but again, 3 hours of the night, I will be sleeping. Я надеюсь, I hope. Я надеюсь, что Джеймс будет спать тоже. I hope you'll be sleeping.
I hope so too.
Yeah. I hope everybody
He's
is.
gonna be making
Okay.
noodles.
You're gonna be what now?
What?
Yeah.
I had that one.
That's all.
Question, да.
Why do it changes like that? Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's beyond.
Yeah, why does it change?
Yeah,
Okay.
like-
All right, here's a good question, okay? Again, in English, okay, how do you say like these specific, like these general times of day? In the morning, right? During the day, in the evening, at night, okay? We use a preposition, okay? Because we don't change the form of the word, okay? Because we don't have cases, okay? Russian, we use the instrumental case to show something happens during a general time
Why
of
is
the day.
it called instrumental?
I'll tell you that in a second, okay? All right. The instrumental is used for some unusual things. One of them is this general time period, okay? Utrem, during the morning, in the morning, however you want to say it in English, okay? But utrem in Russian means during that time period, something happens, or something, I'm doing something, okay? Днем, вечером, ночью, okay? When you add then a specific time, it changes, so it's like 8 hours of this particular time period, okay? At 8 o'clock of that time period, and we have to use here the genitive case, so 8 часов утра, 2 часа 30 минут дня, 6 часов вечера, 3 часа ночи, 3 hours of the night. And you think of it that way. Again, you change it then to the genitive case. Again, every language does things differently. I don't know how Finnish does it. Okay, it's probably even more complicated. And
It's similar.
similar to
Like,
this.
Yeah, like I think we don't change them like that, but it's like, it's same, like
Okay.
it sounds.
All right. So in English, okay, we say, okay, what are you doing? Okay,
You just add extra words.
this morning. Okay, what do you do in the mornings? What do you do in the morning? What do you do during the day? What do you do at night? Okay? 8 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock. We don't say at morning, do we? No, we say 7 o'clock in the morning. 2 in the afternoon. 5:30 in the evening, right? So we change it up with different prepositions. Right? We don't do that in Russian. We use a different form of the noun. Okay? Why is it called instrumental case? Okay? Well, one reason the instrumental case is called the instrumental, and it has nothing to do with this, okay, is when we show something is being done with an instrument, like a pen or something like that, we use that case to show I wrote the check with a pencil versus I wrote it with a pen, okay? So, я пишу ручкой. I write with a pen, literally by means of a pen. Или я пишу карандашом. Я пишу мелом. I write with chalk. Okay? We also use it with the preposition с, with. Okay? I'm talking with you. Я говорю с студентской. Okay? I haven't even gotten to the instrumental yet, but here's the masculine and neuter ending, om. Okay? Yom, om. This is a weird instrumental for third declensions, okay? You, okay? The feminine is usually oi or ye, okay? Those are the instrumental endings, okay? We'll get to that later, okay? So let's go ahead and look at 190, 190, page 190, okay? Exercise 3. Во сколько они встают? Во сколько они ложатся спать? Right? We have late and early as well. We have this word, okay? Early, right, is rано, and late is поздно. Rano utrам, okay? And if you want to say early in the morning, you use this form, or late in the morning, you use the instrumental. So rano utrам, okay? Early in the morning. А кто здесь встает рано утром? Кто здесь, who here, встает рано утром? Во сколько ты встаешь?
Is that you get up earlier?
Да. Кто? А во сколько? What time? Во сколько?
6.
В 6, да?
6
Шесть часов
30
30
минут.
минут. Хорошо. So, Милтон встает рано утром. В 6 часов 30 минут. Okay? Юлечка, во сколько ты встаешь утром?
Yeah.
В 5
Just
часов. Значит, рано утром, да? Early in the morning. Да? Okay? А я встаю в 6. Я встаю рано утром. Okay? I get up early in the morning. Okay? James, ты встаешь рано или поздно утром? Do you get up early or late in the morning? Рано или поздно?
It's
Yeah,
like
I'd
a
say
little
you,
different.
I'd say probably still early. Во сколько ты встаешь? What time do you get up? Во сколько ты встаешь?
7.
7 часов? Да, в 7 часов. Это рано или поздно? Is that early or late?
Anything before 10 is early.
Я сказал бы, что это рано. Yeah, I'd say that that's early. В 6. Я встаю в 6. Okay? Я встаю раньше. Okay, here's earlier and later. Okay? We have рано. Okay? Earlier is раньше. Later is позже. Okay? Oops, I missed it. So позже. Позже. Okay? Раньше и позже. Earlier and later. This is the comparative. Okay? Кто здесь встает раньше? Who gets up earlier? Кто здесь встает раньше? Я или Джеймс? Я. Я встаю раньше, чем Джеймс. I get up earlier than James. Я встаю в 6, а он встает в 7. Да? А кто здесь встает раньше меня? Who gets up earlier than I do?
Yeah.
Мамаша. Да, вон там. Юлечка. Юлечка, во сколько ты встаешь? Full sentence. Во сколько ты встаешь?
Oh.
Yeah. I get up at 5 o'clock. I... Юлечка. Я
Я встаю
встаю at 5.
в 5
5
часов.
часов. Отлично. I get up at 5 o'clock. Утра, да? 5 o'clock of the morning, да? Ой, боже. Это очень рано. That's very early. Huh?
I get up at 4:30 every day.
Да?
She doesn't do
Okay.
it at 5.
That's,
Crazy.
это рано. That's very early. А она во сколько ложится? Милтон, во сколько она ложится спать? What am I asking? Во сколько она ложится?
What time does she?
Там she...
Go to sleep.
Да, во сколько?
Austin?
В 8, да?
Austin, or whatever 9 is.
Whatever 9 is. What is 9?
What's
What's 9?
What it is.
What's
Um,
9?
Девять.
В 9. Everybody else knows it. You should know it then.
I didn't know.
В 9 часов. Okay? Она ложится в в 8 или в 9, да?
Safe.
Okay? Потому что она встает в 4:30, да? 4:30? Да, это очень рано.
Isn't that crazy?
Это слишком рано, it's too early for
Sometimes
me.
I'm
She just like
I'm
asks
12
out though. She doesn't like go to sleep. She just like
From
falls
12 to 5, so it
Crap.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
I go to bed
вот.
till midnight and I
Okay,
wake up at 5.
хорошо. Look at page 191. Okay, we have a bunch of new actions. Page 191.
Exciting.
Да,
Oh my god. I can jump out of my seat. I'm so excited.
вот сарказм тебе не идет. Sarcasm just doesn't suit you.
No,
Actually, it does.
it comes
Yeah.
off really bitchy.
What? I am not.
Alright, so, все, смотрите, вон там, 191. Okay, everybody look at the top, okay? Что она делает? What does she do? Milton, она, read the first one there. Она что?
Читает газету.
Читает газету и тоже, above that, what is she doing?
Сидит на диване.
Она сидит на диване, so what is she doing? On the,
She's
it's on the couch.
Well, it looks like a chair, so they're wrong on that one.
Well, it's longer, so it's a divan,
It is
okay?
kind of longer.
So
Well,
she's sitting on the couch,
reading a magazine.
reading a what? Газету?
book.
Newspaper.
What a newspaper, да.
She's reading something.
She's reading something. So она сидит, okay? Now, the verb to be in a seating position is not the same as to put yourself in a seated position.
Сидит.
This is сидит, she is sitting. Everybody here, вот все здесь сидят. Everybody is sitting, да? That is not the same as to sit down, okay? That's a different verb.
It's like a good time. Sit down.
Sit down,
Tell your child. Sit down.
садись. Sit yourself down, okay?
Садись.
Садись. Yes. Again, those reflexive verbs. Remember what we talked about on, what was today, Wednesday? Monday? What does a reflexive verb do? Nikolai,
It refers back to the thing.
what thing?
Yourself.
The subject, okay? What was one of them that we did the other day? It was on our quiz. Ложиться. What does ложиться mean?
Lie down.
To lie yourself down. Да. It's not to be lying down. It's to lie yourself down. Сидит. So, она сидит. She is sitting. Okay? Next one. James, пожалуйста, читай. Yeah. Она, что она делает? Она
Что
сидит.
сидит на
Полу.
полу.
Мгм. Она сидит на полу и what's she doing? Right below that. Смотрит.
Смотрит телевизор.
Хорошо. Она сидит на полу и смотрит телевизор. Where is she sitting, James? She's sitting
On the ground.
on the floor. Да. She's sitting on the floor, на полу, и смотрит, excuse me, на телевизор, and watching television. No, it's to sit on the floor. Okay? She's sitting on her butt again. Okay?
Wait, they have TV in Russia?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes, they do.
They have cars.
They have TV everywhere.
We have TV in Trinidad.
Don't know that either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they have TV in Russia.
Watching Young Russell since I was 6.
Стоит. What? Next one. Она стоит на полу. She is what?
Why about her gun?
She's standing on the floor и говорит по телефону. And she's talking on the phone. Говорит по телефону. Okay? Oh wow, we're yawning and everything. Oh, we're almost done though, да?
Да.
Хорошо. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. Go over those verbs on page 191 and do exercise on page 192 4A. Create sentences. One item from each column. Okay? So mama сидит на полу и слушает музыку. So mom is sitting on the floor listening to music. И пиши. Give me your homework for today.
Can you just read that into my notes? I don't remember that.
Okay, here, let me see.
No. You grab it.
8 sign at the end, 8 часов. Я завтракаю быстро, я обедаю в 7 часов. And нет, what's the answer to нет?
Well, just something.
Okay, fine. Нет, мы не обедаем вместе.